We're fed, warm, happy.
Penny Privitera, mother of 3, responsible for feeding a family of 5.
I'm just glad for good neighbors, because otherwise we would probably have been starving the last few days. So
She found herself in a tough situation after the money on her SNAP benefits card ran out. She says someone else used it.
there was a little over $700 in benefits, and within 5 minutes, completely gone. It'll tell you where it was spent at.
Purchases made in New York and Kentucky. 7 transactions at 3 different stores. Penny doesn't know exactly how her EBT card information was stolen, but she thinks her card was skimmed.
So this is a big deal.
Unfortunately, Dr. Steve Beatty says this type of scam is not uncommon. He's a professor of computer science at MSU Denver, specializing in cybersecurity.
Essentially what happens then is there's a piece of hardware that goes on top of the usual mag card reader.
That hardware is called a card skimmer, and it's usually hiding in plain sight.
Your card is read twice, once by the skimmer and once by the actual mag card reader, ATM, gas station, any of these sorts of places.
It can clone SNAP EBT cards, credit cards, and debit cards.
All the ones in red are the fraudulent ones.
To Penny, these aren't just numbers on a screen. Every dollar is food for her family.
I don't understand how people could do that to somebody, not even knowing their situation.
Denver Human Services is looking into Penny's case. The agency says there has been a sudden surge of fraud in the last few months, so the investigation could take up to 6 weeks, plus another 2 weeks to reinstate her benefits. That means it could be February before she recovers any of that lost money.
Oh gosh, I mean, as you mentioned, and as she said, it's bad for anybody, but people in tough circumstances.
Yes, especially when you're depending on that money to help feed your family, and it's now just gone in a matter of minutes.
Is there anything they can do?
Well, when it comes to reinstating the SNAP benefits, and if you're in that situation, just file a report with those agencies. But to make sure that you're not a victim of this scam, one thing that I do, like when I'm at gas stations, before I even put my credit card in, I shake the machine to make sure nothing is loose. If something is loose, if a piece falls off, that's a skimmer. That is something that you want to report to police.
So yeah, and don't use that, obviously.
Yes.
Check it before you put your card in.
Definitely.
Great advice. All right,
Yeah.
thanks, Brianna.